All right, let's kick off another deep dive. Today we're heading down south, way down south, to Argentina.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, to explore the world of Trueno.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's like 22 years old and already making serious waves in the music scene.
Yeah?
We're going to figure out how he went from battling it out in the freestyle rap scene to hitting international stardom.
Yeah, his story's pretty amazing.
And who knows, maybe we'll even stir up a little controversy along the way.
Right.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love a little controversy.
Ours. Always keeps things interesting. So, to guide our deep dives today,
Okay.
we've got some excerpts from a really cool article. So are you ready to jump in?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, first things first, we got to the introductions, right? Trueno's real name is Mateo Palacios Corazina.
Mateo Palacios Corazina. Got it.
And let me tell you, this guy was practically raised on a stage, you know?
Really?
His dad is MC Peligro, a Uruguayan rapper.
Wow, so music was definitely in his blood from the start.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Like, just picture this. Trueno, 3 years old, beatboxing.
No way. That's incredible.
I know, right? And then he sees the movie 8 Mile.
Classic.
I know, right? And that's when his passion for rap really ignited.
Yeah, you can really see that influence in his music.
Totally. But here's the thing. Trueno didn't just want to listen to rap.
You want to live it.
He wanted to live it, exactly.
Yeah.
So at just 14 years old, he jumps headfirst into the freestyle rap battle scene. You know, those intense, improvised, lyrical showdowns?
Oh yeah, where it's all about wordplay and quick thinking.
Exactly. It's like a mental and lyrical obstacle course.
I bet that takes some serious skill.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And Trueno, he's got the skills. In 2016, he wins the Acara de Perro Zoo Juniors competition.
Wow, at 14, that's a huge accomplishment.
It really is. And you know, coming out on top in such a competitive scene that early on definitely shaped his style and stage presence. You can see that raw energy and lyrical prowess in everything he does.
Absolutely. So this win, did it put him on the map?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And it landed him a deal with the Noyan record label. So in 2017, he drops his debut single, King.
Oh.
But hold on, here's where things really explode.
Oh, tell me more.
He teams up with Bizarre, this super famous Argentinian producer.
Oh yeah, Bizarre's huge. Everyone knows Bizarre.
Right. They collaborate on 2 tracks, BZRP Freestyle Sessions Volume 6 and BZRP Music Sessions Volume 16. And let me tell you, these sessions,
Yeah.
they blew up online.
Yeah.
Catapulted Trueno to international fame.
It's like Bizarre's platform is this launch pad for rising stars.
It really is. It gave Trueno this incredible opportunity to showcase his skills to a massive global audience. And it really marked his transition from those underground battles to a full-fledged music career.
And did he ride that wave?
Oh, he rode it all the way to the top. In 2020, he drops his debut studio album, Atrevido.
Okay.
And it's packed with collabs with some major names in the Argentinian music scene.
Like
Woz and Nicki Nicole.
wow.
But there's one song, Mama Chula.
Mama Chula, okay.
That song. It shot straight to the top of the Billboard Argentina Hot 100 chart.
Yeah, way. So it was a hit.
Oh, it was more than just a hit. It was a cultural phenomenon. It blended those trap elements with traditional Argentinian sounds in a way that really captivated young listeners.
Like resonated with them on a deeper level.
Exactly. It really put Trueno and Argentinian trap on the global map.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop there. He followed up Atrevido with 2 more albums, Bien o Mal in 2022 and El Último Baile just this year in 2024.
Wow, 3 albums already.
I know. And each one showcases his growth as an artist, but they all have this common thread running through them.
What's that?
Social commentary, personal experiences, and this intense Argentinian pride. You know, it's in every lyric, every beat.
So it's not just music, it's a statement.
Exactly. He's speaking his truth, sharing his story, and that's what resonates with so many people.
Authenticity is always powerful. Okay, so we've talked about his rise to fame, the music, but what about this controversy you mentioned earlier?
Ooh, yeah, things are about to get spicy.
Okay.
So, Trueno drops this line in his song Sangria, featuring Wa.
Sangria, okay.
Yeah, the line is, like it or not, we're the new rock and roll kid.
Whoa, bold statement.
Right. And that line, well, it ignited this massive online debate about whether trap music could actually be considered the modern-day equivalent of rock and roll.
That's a pretty deep question.
It is. It delves into cultural impact, that rebellious spirit, and how we define what it means to be a voice for a generation. And it wasn't just fans chiming in.
No.
No. Even big names in music like singer Kazoo
Oh, wow.
and musician Andres Calamaro joined the conversation.
What did they think about it?
Well, Kazoo was actually worried about the backlash Trueno faced, just for voicing his opinion.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it made everyone think, like, are we too quick to dismiss what younger generations have to say?
That's a good point.
Then you had journalist Pablo Carrozza, who was skeptical about whether Trueno's background actually aligned with the whole history and essence of rock and roll.
So, like, questioning his right to claim that title.
Exactly. It brought up this really complex question about whether where you come from influences your ability to claim a specific genre as your own. But then rapper Pluzito jumped in with this really interesting perspective. He argued that while trap legends might not have the same historical weight as, like, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, for young people today, rappers, trappers, even gamers, those are their rock stars.
It's fascinating how differently different generations view things.
Right. So was there anyone who thought Trueno might actually have a point?
Well, writer Luis Paz presented a more nuanced perspective. He acknowledged that trap is a dominant force in the music industry. It's creating jobs, driving the economic side of things, and essentially shaping how people. And he argued that trap serves as this new urban sound, reflecting the realities of city life in a way that really connects with younger generations.
So this whole rock and roll controversy wasn't just about a line in a song. It evolved into this massive conversation about cultural evolution, the impact of trap music, and how different generations perceive the world.
It's amazing how one sentence can spark such a wide-ranging discussion.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it raises some important questions about the future of music. Like, as genres continue to blend and new voices emerge, who will shape the sounds of tomorrow?
That's the big question.
I know, right?
And it makes you wonder, what role will Trueno play in all of this?
Right.
He's already pushing boundaries and challenging conventions.
I know. So to really understand where he might go next, we need to dig deeper into his artistry, his influences, and his incredible journey.
Next for him.
He does. Like the Premios Gardel Awards, those are a big deal in Argentina, right?
Oh yeah, huge. They're basically the Argentinian Grammys.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So winning those, that means he's not just popular, but he's also getting recognized by the music industry in his home country, right?
Exactly. It shows he's got critical acclaim too.
And it's not just Argentina, he's been nominated for Latin Grammys too, right?
Yeah, he was up for Best New Artist, Best Urban Music Album, and Best Rap Hip Hop Song.
Wow, that's incredible. So he's up there with some of the biggest names in Latin music.
Oh, absolutely. And it just goes to show how versatile he is, you know? His music really appeals to a wide range of people.
It does. And you mentioned the Latin Grammys, but he's also been recognized at the MTV Europe Music Awards and the Premios Juventud, right? So his reach goes way beyond Latin America.
For sure. He's making waves globally. It's amazing to see how he's connecting with people all over the world.
It really is. I mean, his story really proves that music can transcend language and cultural barriers, right?
Absolutely. Music is a universal language. Okay, so we've covered the controversy, the awards, but let's not forget the foundation of all this, Trueno's talent.
Right, that raw talent and drive. I mean,
Yeah.
going from battling it out in La Boca to performing on international stages, that takes serious dedication.
It does, and we can't underestimate the influence of his father, MC Peligro. He really instilled that love for hip-hop in Trueno from a young age.
Oh yeah, being exposed to music and rhythm like that early on, that definitely shapes a person's artistic journey.
Totally. And speaking of shaping his journey, I have to bring up 8 Mile again. That movie seemed like a real turning point for him, right? Like, it ignited this fire in him, this desire to express himself through rap.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what's interesting? Even though Trueno considers Eminem a huge influence, he's actually said that he feels a deeper connection to Daddy Yankee.
Really? That is interesting. Why
Yeah.
is that?
Well, Daddy Yankee's music was a constant presence in his life growing up, you know, like a soundtrack to his childhood. It just goes to show how powerful those early musical influences are. The music we grow up with really shapes our taste and preferences.
It's true. Our early musical experiences really stay with us.
They do. So Trueno's musical journey, it's got all these layers to it, right?
Yeah.
From the raw energy of Buenos Aires street rap to those infectious Latin rhythms, he's created this unique style that's all his own.
Yeah, he's taken those diverse influences and forged a sound that's both global and distinctly Argentinian.
Exactly. It's what makes him stand out. So what's next? What does the future hold for Trueno?
Well, his story's far from over, that's for sure. He's still so young with so much potential, and he's clearly on a mission to make a difference with his music.
Yeah, and he's already accomplished so much, like topping charts, sparking those nationwide debates, and connecting with audiences worldwide. It's really incredible. But where does he go from here?
It's hard to say. Honestly, the possibilities seem endless. He's proven that he can adapt, you know? He blends traditional hip-hop with those Latin rhythms and weaves and social commentary that really resonates globally.
Yeah, and he isn't afraid to experiment. We've got those hard-hitting trap anthems, but then he'll switch it up and give us those more introspective tracks, diving into personal growth and societal issues.
He's always pushing those creative boundaries. I think that's key, you know?
It is.
Not letting genre or expectations hold him back. He's forging his own path.
He really is. He's drawing from his roots, but he's also embracing new sounds and collaborations. It's what makes him such a compelling artist. You know,
Definitely.
he's not just following trends, he's setting them. He's a trendsetter, an innovator, and a powerful voice for a generation that's demanding change.
And as he continues to refine his craft, collaborate with other artists, and use his platform to amplify important messages, his impact is only going to grow.
He's a true testament to the power of music. Music can bridge cultures, spark conversations, and inspire positive change. It's really amazing.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Trueno, we'll leave you with this. Keep your ears open.
Good advice.
His journey is far from over, and the world is watching to see what he does next. Who knows, maybe he'll inspire a whole new wave of artists to push the boundaries of hip-hop and shape the sounds of tomorrow.
I think that's very possible.
One thing's for sure. The future of music is looking pretty bright, with artists like Trueno leading the way.
So to recap, from those freestyle battles in La Boca to topping global charts, Trueno's story is proof that with raw talent, hard work, and a whole lot of heart, you can achieve anything.
Keep exploring his music. Dive into the world of Argentinian hip-hop. You might just discover your next favorite artist. Until next time, keep diving deep and stay curious.